Hi, my name is Jamieson and I'm a student at the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, and here are 5 things I wish I knew before I started medical school. Number 1, you don't have to study the summer before you start medical school. This is something that I had been told by other students but didn't really believe. I thought that because I was a non-science student, I was gonna be so far behind that I had to study the summer before medical school. What I found out is that I was studying all wrong, and that also I had no idea about any of the material, so trying to teach it to myself was the wrong way to go about it. 2, everyone is in the same boat as you. It doesn't matter what your background is. I had students in my class who had done master's degrees in neuroscience and engineering, and who had done degrees in biochemistry and physics. And I'm sitting here as this music student being like, what the heck am I supposed to do? I don't know any of this. I'm gonna be so far behind everybody else. Boy, was I wrong. What I learned is that everyone is starting medical school. Nobody knows what to expect, and you're not as behind everyone else as you think you are if you're coming in as a non-science student. 3, you don't have to study the same way as everybody else. I thought when I came in that because I didn't read a lot of textbooks, or I didn't make these beautiful pages of beautiful handwritten notes, that I was somehow studying wrong. But what I learned is that the way that I study and the way that my classmate studies and the way that we both learn is completely different. So all you have to do is study in a way that works best for you and try a couple of different things out to see what works. For me, as you can see, I've got this beautiful whiteboard in my room. I study by walking through each lecture as if I'm teaching it to somebody else on the whiteboard. So I write out everything that I can remember about that lecture first. Then I look at the learning outcomes for that lecture and try to fit in a couple more things, also trying to teach it to myself as I go, as sometimes it sounds like a little bit of a lecture hall in here and I'm giving a lecture to my pillows. The last step in the process is that I go through the lecture and I correct everything that I've written on the whiteboard that's wrong, but then I also add things that I've missed. And then finally, I take a picture of it and I attach it to the lecture. That's the way that I study. However, that doesn't work for everybody, and it doesn't have to work for you. That's just what I do. 4, your classmates are your biggest assets. So remember how I mentioned before that some of my classmates had done master's degrees in engineering and biochemistry? They are your biggest assets. They're the people who you're going to be studying with. Sometimes you can't always contact a professor on the weekend when you have a question about something, but your classmates are always there to help you. If you make good friends, they'll be there in the good times and the bad times, both academically and personally. We're also ingrained in this medical school bubble that it can be a huge challenge to get through it by yourself. You need people around you who are supportive and who understand what it's like. For example, I lean on my family a lot, but my parents and my siblings, the people who I talk to for support back home, they don't know what it's like to be in medical school. So sometimes it's hard for them to relate to how tired I am or how stressed I am. So going and being able to say to another classmate, you know, I didn't understand that lecture from today, and then being able to say, oh my gosh, I feel the same way. I didn't understand that lecture either. Or then being able to say, you know what, that lecture made total sense to me, let me help you. And last but not least, the 5th thing I wish I knew before starting medical school is that you are allowed to have fun. When you start medical school, there can be this huge pressure to think that I have to know everything, and if I don't know everything, I can't take a break. You won't get through medical school if you don't allow yourself to let it be fun. You can have so much fun in school. The profs make jokes all the time, and if you don't let yourself laugh at the professor's joke when it's funny, you're not allowing yourself to be a person. Or if you've had a long week, you have an exam on Friday night comes around, you are allowed to take the night off and go out with your friends. That's something I didn't fully grasp when I started. I thought that it was important to be fully ingrained in school at all times. And finding a balance was hard, because then I threw myself in all the other way and I started joining all these clubs and societies, and then the plate became harder to balance. I did Ireland's Got Talent. But the important thing is that you are allowed to have fun. So those are the top 5 things I wish I knew before I started medical school. If you liked the video, please smash that like button. It really helps me out. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications when I post new videos. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.